really on a daily basis throughout the United States is, what do I need to do to get my company to show up on the map? What's the strategy? What's the secret? What needs to be done? And I'm going to break that down for you and really give you some of the strategies that we implement for our dental clients throughout the United States. So number one, you need to claim your local listing on Google. And it's a pretty simple process, right? You go to google.com/places, find your listing, and verify it. More than 90% of the dental practices throughout the United States haven't taken the 30 to 45-minute process that it takes in order to claim your map listing on Google. That's really opportunity number one. If you haven't claimed your map listing, do that immediately. Go to Google Places, claim your listing, and at least you've really solidified yourself as a legitimate player on Google's radar within the map. After you've claimed it and you're in there, what you need to do is build out that listing. Within Google Places, you have the ability to upload photos, upload videos, type in descriptions of what your practice is, what services you offer, make sure that you're in the right category. The more built out your listing is, the more credible you seem in Google's eyes, the higher the probability of showing up for what you do, for your dental services in your area. From there, you want to really optimize your website for the keywords that define what you do. And I'm going to be talking about that in a little minute, but we found that if you've got your web page, your home page especially, optimized for your city plus dentist or cosmetic dentist plus your company name and or the dentist name or your name, you're going to have a higher probability of showing up in the map section. And that's just a function of, so Google sees you in the map listing, then it kind of jumps over to your website to see what your website's all about. And if your website speaks to the category that you said you wanted to be in, it makes it easier for them to list you in that section on the map listings. The next thing is you want to get reviews, right? So once you've claimed your listing, you've built out your listing, you've optimized your website, those are all things you can control. But that doesn't necessarily mean you're showing up on page 1 for your city plus dentist. There are things that you can't control that you need to make sure that you're actively pursuing that will help to ensure placement. And one of the main things we found is reviews. So if you have a strategy in place to proactively obtain reviews from your happy customers, your happy patients, Google looks at that. It says, wow, this dental practice in this city happens to have 19 patient reviews, where the other only has 3. I'm not saying it's the only factor in placement on the maps. It is a significant factor, and we recommend that you have a strategy to proactively obtain reviews from your happy customers. The other very important factor is citations and developing a consistent NAP, also known as a name, address, phone number record across the web, helps to solidify you as a viable dental office in your city. And really, when I say name, address, phone number, that's just a reference of your company's name and phone number and address consistently referenced throughout the web. And the way to get that, and the way to obtain that, is to make sure you're in all of the local directories, or at least as many as possible. You want to make sure that you've claimed your Yahoo listing, your Bing listing, your Yelp listing, probably Dr. Oogle's a good one, Judy's book, Angie's List. Make sure you're in the yellow pages, the brown book. I mean, there's a lot of different places that are, for the most part, completely free, where you can make sure that you're in that directory, but most importantly, that you're using the same exact spelling of your company name, same exact phone number, and same exact address in all of those places, because it's a consistent name, address, phone number. It's almost like your thumbprint on the internet. And Google really references that. You want to have a consistent name, address, and phone number in order to maximize your probability of showing up on the map. Now, I don't want to underscore the importance of getting reviews. And one of the secret strategies that we implement for our clients is we do 2 things. First of all, we kind of really train their staff to have their ears open when a patient says, man, this is such a great dental practice. The hygienist was so gentle on our teeth. I love you guys. I mean, I'm going to be back again. I recommend you to all my friends. Well, you want to keep your ears peeled and train your staff to have their ears peeled for that type of patient, and have what we call share the love card ready for them. So at the front, when someone says something like that, they can say, hey, we really appreciate that. would you be willing to write a review for us on Google or Yahoo or Bing or one of these other directories? Because it would really help us to help get other great patients like yourself. And give them that review card with a link, so that they can get there easily without having to go through a lot of hoops and write a review for you. That's a great strategy. The other thing we implement is really helping you automate the way that you follow up with your existing patients. So one strategy would be to collect an email address from all of your patients as they come in, and just send them an email. And there's automated ways to do this. Send an email that says, "Hey, thanks so much for choosing our dental practice. We know there's a lot of dentists for you to choose from here in this city, but you chose us, and we really appreciate that. And our goal is to provide you outstanding customer service. If you had any issues with your experience, please feel free to give us a call. However, if you had a good experience, right? If you enjoyed working, coming in and having your dental work done in our practice, please write a review for us on one of these different directories." And I'm not saying everyone's going to take that email and write a review for you, but it really accomplishes two things. It shows appreciation, which everyone really relates to, and then it also consistently asks for reviews, and it's going to help you get more reviews. And remember, reviews is one of the most important criteria in showing up on the map. So get those reviews and improve your placement in the map listings. Now, the next question that I get pretty frequently is, what do I need to do to make sure that I'm showing up in the organic section, which is that area down here beneath the map, where the free listings. And it's really important that you recognize you can't buy your way into the organic listings on the search engines. You have to have quality content, and you have to earn it. So really, there's a couple things you need to do, and I'm going to talk about each one of these in a little bit more depth. One, you need more placeholders or more pages that will give you more indexation on the search engines. Two, you need to optimize the site, right? There's a lot of basic fundamental things that you can do on your website that will make it easier for Google to understand what you do, what keywords you should be showing up for. And then you need inbound links. I mean, at the end of the day, you can have the best website in the world with the best, search engine optimization. But if you don't have links pointing back from other websites and other credible places on the internet, you're simply not going to get placed in the search engines. So it's all about links. Before we dive into some of these strategies, I told you I was going to be sharing with you some of the most commonly searched dental-related keywords. And really, I feel like this is extremely valuable, because if you don't know what keywords people are typing, and you don't know what the search volume associated with those keywords are, it kind of becomes a moot point, right? It would make no sense to be up for a specific keyword if no one was searching for it. So here's our list of the most commonly searched dental-related keywords. Of course, I'm going to give you an opportunity to download this, give you an implementation guide so that you can take some of these things and run with them on your own. But I've got it up on the screen: dental, dentist, dental office, DDS, dental implants, Invisalign, cosmetic dentist, dental clinic, teeth cleaning. You want to make sure you know what these keywords are. I'm going to talk about how you can implement these and really integrate them into your online marketing strategy. So I said you need to have more pages and more placeholders on the search engines. If I look at a typical dental practice, and this is what I typically find: home, about us, our services, typically with a listing of services, coupons, and contact us. 5-page websites, pretty common in the dental-related field. And if you have more pages than that, more power to you, congratulations. But this is typically what I find. Now, what could you do when I mean build out the website, create more placeholders, is you want to have a lot more than that. I mean, you want to have the core fundamentals: home, about us, our services, but then you want to have a separate page on your website for each one of the services that you offer. So, I mean, if you offer Invisalign, if you offer teeth cleaning, if you offer dental implants, dental veneers, lumineers, if CEREC, same-day crowns, there's a lot of different things that you do. Well, you want to build a page on the internet for each one of those services and combine it with the cities that you operate in. So Miami, cosmetic dentist, just using Miami as an example. Miami, teeth cleaning. Miami, Invisalign specialist. And you can use up to 64 characters in your title tag, I recommend leverage that. Maybe you can put Invisalign specialist in Miami, comma, Kendall, so maybe a city also within Miami, Kendall Invisalign specialist, or Invisalign Kendall dash Miami. But the point is, you want to build out pages for each one of the services that you offer, and then you also want to build out sub-pages for each one of the different areas that you operate within. And so using that example of Miami again, you don't just want to have Miami dentist, right? You want to make sure that you have a page for Kendall dentist and dental, cosmetic dentist. You want to make sure you have a page for Doral dentist, Hialeah dentist. There's a lot of sub-cities in a city like Miami, but also within the city where you operate. Just think about the main city that you operate in, and then the 5 or 6 other cities that you still can draw patients from. Build a page for each one of those, and then optimize it with some of the strategies I'm going to be explaining now. Now, the website needs to be optimized, and there's a number of things that go into what I call on-page optimization. But the most important and easiest to implement is to update the title tag. I mean, if you don't do anything else from what I'm suggesting today, just update the title tag on your site. Typically what I find is the name of the company is in the title tag. So, Joe's Dental Service, right? Or Dr. John Jones DDS. And that's the title. That's the serial along the top that this is pointing. Well, I hope you found this information useful and valuable. If you'd like more information, more videos just like the one you've just seen, you can go directly to SEOfordentist.net/free to download a complete guide that I've developed. Really walks you step by step through the process of claiming your map listing to make sure that you're showing up on the maps for what you do. Ideas on how you can build out your map listing to really maximize placement. How you can optimize your website for more than just dentist and city and my dentist, but also for the other keywords like your city plus dental implants, your city plus Invisalign, your city plus teeth extraction. Really implement strategies that are going to help you bring a consistent flow of new patients into your practice. I've also got a guide that shares with you my specific strategy for social media within the dental world, and how you can leverage Facebook and Twitter and YouTube and some of these other social media platforms to really connect with your patients and convert them to more repeat patients and more referral business. So feel free to visit that website, SEOfordentist.net/free. Give you my free guide, walks you step by step through all that stuff. Or you can call me anytime at 866-610-4647 with any questions that you might have.